Hello everyone, myself Saurabh Dhar and I am working as a senior transport planner in the Directorate of Urban Land Transport, Government of Karnataka. So today we are going to talk about the bus priority lane and the cities on the move challenge. Where there is a bus, there is a way. So the cities on the move challenge is a program which has been anchored by the Directorate of Urban Land Transport and focus on the implementation of the bus priority lane in the different cities in Karnataka. So let's start the presentation. To start with, let's understand what is a bus priority lane. Now, bus priority lanes are the road lanes which are exclusively reserved for the bus movement. The bus lanes can be segregated from the mixed traffic lane by different mode of physical segregation like bollard, lane marking, etc. Now, what are the type of bus priority? There are majorly two types of bus priority. Number one is the bus rapid transport system, what we call this as BRT. And number two is the bus priority lane, which usually installed on the left side of the carriageway. Let's understand the difference between the BRTS and the bus priority lanes. Is a dedicated bus lane which usually is seen in the middle of the ROW. Moreover, the BRT lanes are also segregated by permanent segregation mode from the mixed traffic lanes, which actually provide uninterrupted and through ways for buses. Whereas the bus priority lanes are usually installed on the left hand side of the carriageway and segregated by temporary features like bollard, lane markings, etc. The second point is, since the BRT buses are installed in the middle of the carriageway, customized buses with a provision of right side door opening shall be used in BRT corridor, whereas the normal city bus services can be applied in the bus priority lanes. The next difference we can draw from capacity perspective, since the BRTS is located in the middle of the road and it's provide a sort of exclusive way for buses, it can carry 25,000 passenger per hour per direction, whereas in the bus priority lane can cater a moderate demand of approximately 8,000 to 12,000 passenger per hour per direction. The third and the last point is the BRTS system are much cost intensive, whereas the bus priority lanes are the low cost system and also easy to implement on ground. Next is why a bus priority lanes are required. The reasons are bus priority lane can move more number of people in a lesser time. The second thing is, since it is being able to move more number of people in a lesser time, it provides more reliability towards the public transport. Number three could be it is a low cost infrastructure and also easy to install and scale up. Now, how to plan for a bus priority lane? First step is the concerned ULB and the respective transit agency shall jointly identify the bus priority lane within the city limit area. While identifying the bus priority lane, there are certain things which shall be kept in mind, that the minimum width of the bus priority lane shall be 3.5 meter. The bus priority lane may be segregated from the mixed traffic through bollards or barricades or lane markings. The bus priority lane shall be implemented in a busy route where the frequency of buses is very high. And one most important factor is the traffic police shall be kept in the loop to enforce the bus priority lane. Now let's see what are the major components of the bus priority lane. There are three major components what we actually identified. Number one is the junction design and the bus stop location. Number two is the corridor design with entry exit point, the provision of entry exit point. And number three is the signage. A detail on each of these components are explained in the coming slides. So the first component is the junction design. So now let's see what are the junction design principles that should be adopted while designing a bus priority lane. So number 1 point to be the bus movement shall be prioritized at the junction. Next is the bus lane shall be extended till the junction. Other things are like if all the vehicular movements are at grade at the junction, then a separate signal timing shall be used for the buses. And the signal timing shall also ensure that the waiting time of the buses are minimal at the junction. Now coming to the bus stop locations. Now the question is where the bus stop shall be located in a bus priority lane. Now usually the bus stop shall be located 50 to 75 meter away from the junction to facilitate the easy access to the bus stops. The bus stops also shall be well integrated with the bus priority lane, and it should have a provision to accommodate minimum 2 buses simultaneously. However, if the space permits, the number of buses which can be accommodated can be increased to 3 or 4 also. The next important design principle is the corridor design with entry or exit point or the access point. So wherever there is a service road or a major destination point exists next to the bus priority lane, we have to design the entry and as well as exit point to the service lane, or also the entry point to the bus priority lane from the service road. As you can see in the picture, 100 meter prior to the entry and exit point, the bus lane become a shared traffic lane to facilitate the merging traffic. So when the bus priority lane become the shared traffic lane, it can be marked with a different pigmented color on ground, so the bus drivers and the motorists get to know that there is a entry or exit point ahead and they are in the mixed traffic zone. The third and important thing is the usage of signages along the bus priority lane. So wherever there is a bus priority lane, it shall be clearly indicated and the information shall be provided both in English and as well as in Kannada. So where this bus lane signage board shall be installed? It shall be installed at the entrance of a bus priority lane. So whenever there is a discontinuity in a bus priority lane and the bus priority lane starts after the discontinuity, the signboard shall be installed right there. Wherever there is a exit from the bus priority lane, the following signage board indicating that the opening is there on 150 meter ahead, 50 meter ahead shall be also installed along the bus priority lane. Another important signboards are to inform the users that the bus lane is under surveillance and there is no provision for parking or halting in the service road or over the bus priority lane. So when we talk about the submission, there are 3 major documents that the respective cities are to be submitted in the next stage. Number 1 is a brief on the city's transport scenario, which shall include the route length of the proposed bus priority lane, the number of bus stops in the bus priority lane, number of major junctions in the bus priority lanes, etc. Number 2 is the concept plan of the bus priority lane, including the cross section. So the concept design of the bus priority lane shall include the cross section in AutoCAD format and also the junction design plan to understand what interventions the cities are thinking at the junction. So all the drawings shall be submitted in an AutoCAD format to DULT. Number 3 and the last one is the line estimate. So the respective cities shall make estimates to implement the bus priority lane. So as of now, we have received responses from 7 cities and it is requested to all the cities to submit their proposal by 15th of October to DULT mail ID. Thank you.